Awesome. Thanks.
All right, get off stage. You're not supposed to be here yet. Whoa. Oh, man. Oh, I just got to stretch. Oh, man. It's been unreasonably cold in Houston in the last 2 days, and I had to bundle up. I've been really tight. Been hanging and curling up in a fetal position at home because I'm not going to turn on the heat. It's April, you know. Oy. Well, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, and I got to be frank. We've had it. Ryan's not here. The musical guest is here. Octavio and Erica are here. Ed is here. You know, we got people to help this week. We've got musical guests. We don't have Ryan. I don't know where he is. He called about 20 minutes ago and said he'd be there in 5 minutes. 10 minutes later, I checked in because sometimes 5 minutes can turn into 10 minutes, and it's fine. I just want to know. And come to find Ryan, Ryan has not been 5 minutes away. Ryan was 5 minutes away from leaving his house, which he assumed meant he was 5 minutes away from being in the studio. I don't know quite what he understood from that phone call, but I think I don't know. So we're gonna do the best we can without him. If he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't show up, I don't know. But we're gonna do our first bit anyway. I guess I'm fine on time. I could slow down even if it's just I don't have to like. Normally we have banter. You know, I get banter with myself. Hey, how's it going? Oh, it's all right. You know, I had a good weekend. I met some people. I was actually in a show with Ryan. It was a lot of fun. Oh, yeah? You can tell us about the show? Yeah, we were at Sell Your Body. We did strip poker. He told some really funny jokes. I told some really funny jokes. But in the end, he was the one who got down to his boxers first. So he lost the competition, but I feel like he won. Yeah, I mean, I thought the whole point was to get naked quick. And he did that. Yeah, he did. He got naked quick. All right, well, yeah. That sounds like fun. 713-807-1794. 713-807-1794. If you want to call in, I could use the company tonight because I don't have a co-host. But you know what? Let me introduce our musical guest. I met this guy on a podcast. Great podcast starring our friend Jermaine. It's called Zen and the Art of BS. The episode, if it's not out already, will be coming out soon. But this is a very interesting gentleman that I met. He's also, as it happens, a musician, and he asked if he could be on the show, and of course I said yes, because all it takes to get on the show is you just ask. People always ask, what do I do? When are you going to invite me on your show? Just when you want to come on. It's that simple. And yeah, I'll just drop this bombshell now. The show is ending in May. So if you want to be on the show, you gotta get on quick, and it's early May, so just saying. I shouldn't have just dropped it like that. But you know what? Let's get started. I'm gonna pop this on. Play. Okay, so first thing we want to do. This is a public access show, and one of the things we never do is we never serve the public. You know, we get this access to a public station, a municipal station, and you know, HMS. They're not, explicitly a public service channel, but we do like to give back because we've taken so much. So we're talking today about safety and how to stay safe. And one of the big important things about staying safe is not, when you're playing on the playground, don't run around too much. It's like this girl, she could fall over. If she's just hopping on one leg like that and she's not looking where she's going, oh, that kid fell down. Like all those kids could fall down. Do never follow when a kid tells you to come up to the top of the jungle gym. Both of these, oh my gosh, they're not even on the ground. This is like really not safe. None of this is safe. The children have nothing beneath their feet. They're going to fall down. Don't ever let your children get on a jungle gym. In all seriousness, they will get hurt really badly. They'll get cuts and bruises and scrapes. Of course, never trust your teachers when they're hanging out with police officers. Teachers and police officers do not belong together. Never trust a teacher who trusts a cop. Never trust a cop. I know that sounds like a call to action, but it's not. This is a safety lecture. Certainly don't go running to sit around the police officer as the police officer comes to call you over. Stay away from the police. They're not there to help you. This is very serious. The police are not there to help you. Stay in the playground, and certainly do not trust anything that comes up next. Don't listen to him. This teacher is full of crap. Don't trust your teachers when they hang out with cops. No teacher should hang out with the police. 713-807-1794. If you're a police officer or a teacher, please don't call in. When you're crossing the street, it's better to cross in packs because then they'll mow you all down, and you'll know the sweet taste of death. How am I doing on time? Are we about? Usually Ryan helps me keep track of time. We're good on time? I got more time? All right, I'll keep going. Again, don't let the police officer trick you into thinking that he's got anything to say. That bear that he just put down could be very dangerous. It could be recording. It could be a recording device meant to track you. Certainly monitoring everything you say. If you have any anti-state activities you're engaging in, it might not be wise to do them in front of the bear. The bear is clearly meant to entrap you in its legal grasp. That's what the symbols are for. And once you get caught in the grasp, bang, 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 you're dead. You're dead because the symbols have crashed into you. Okay? So watch out for bears with symbols. And don't let the bear beat you up. I thought the bear had symbols. I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention. Okay, going straight home from school is fine if you never want to have fun. Now, it's totally safe to swing by the convenience store to pick up some candy. Don't talk to anybody, though. Don't even look the cash register in the eye. Take exact change. Exact change, give it to them, and then leave. Don't wait for a receipt. It's a candy bar. You're not supposed to be eating candy bars anyway. Your mom's going to find out because when she does your taxes and she sees that you have a receipt expenditures for candy bars that happen regularly, she's going to know you're hanging out at the convenience store, and that's really dangerous, okay? Really dangerous. All right. Never, again, don't smile after a police officer talks to you. Don't do that. Don't let them think that you actually like being around them because then they won't leave, okay? Just hang out with these pugs, all right? The pugs here, the pugs know what's up. Girl with pigtails, stay away from the cop. How many pearl necklaces aren't safe? They're heavy and around your neck. Yeah, that's definitely a narc. Anyway, the last thing I'll leave you with, though, never ever get into a van with someone who has a compound miter saw. What the hell? Oh gosh! What is that sound? What is happening to me? Ah!
Hey everybody, welcome to Space City Chronicles. For another week, my name is Ryan. We're starting the episode. It's a little odd. Usually my co-host John is here. But I checked in with him before the show. And he said he was about 15 minutes away. And he even screenshotted his GPS map to prove his location. I didn't need or ask for that step, but I got it anyway. So I felt comfortable that he was going to be here on time. But lo and behold, we're here. There is no John. I don't know what that means. Sorry, I just caught myself Goldbluming there. Let's move on. So usually at the beginning of the show, we've got a little banter. John's not here, so I guess I'll try bantering with myself. Hey Ryan, how was your weekend? Well, it was very good, Ryan. I actually did something I've never done before. I did some stand-up comedy live on stage. Oh, really? Where was that at? Oh, that was at the Secret Group. John and I actually did a show together called the Sell Your Body Show, and we did strip comedy. We originally thought it was going to be strip poker, but it turns out it was comedy. Oh, that's neat. So how does that work? Did you just kind of like take each other's clothes off, or... No, we told jokes, and if our joke landed, our opponent took the clothes off. If our joke bombed, we took our clothes off, and whoever got down to their boxers or underwear first lost. Oh, wow, that's cool. So how did you do? Well, I got down to my underwear first, but I did tell some pretty hilarious jokes, and so did John, so I feel like everybody won. Wow, that sounds fascinating. Thanks for checking in. You're welcome. All right, so that does it for the banter part of the show. Next on the docket, or I guess first on the docket, is public safety. Because this is a public access station, and we do a lot of taking, but we haven't done a lot of giving back. So we'd really like to talk a little bit about public safety for the viewing audience at home. You know, clue you in on a little bit. So let's get started, shall we? All right, so we're going to be talking to the kids on this one. We're going to be talking about after school, schoolyard safety. Now, you'll see this little drummer bear, Roscoe. He's got some rules, and you're going to hear about them. Now, if you look at Roscoe, he's some kind of bear-rabbit hybrid. I don't really know what kind of genetic experiments they were performing back in the 70s, but suffice it to say it's pretty creepy. Now, we've got our standard schoolyard here with kids about to tear their shoulders out of their sockets. That's not good, right? First things first, don't do that. We see some hopping. Now, that's pretty innocuous by itself. What isn't innocuous is the chalk dust they use to create the hopscotch squares. It's highly allergen specific, very aggravating. If you inhale some of it, you have to cough it up, sneeze it up, whatever you have to do, because if it gets in your lungs, it stays there. It's like asbestos. It's terrible. Now, again, back to the monkey bars. The problem with these is they don't have the shredded tire bottoms. It's just a pit of sand. Now, if you fall in sand, you can lose your footing, fall over, hit your head. Not good. We need rubber tires, and we need them now. So, we've got our police officer in town to talk about safety. Now, she's blowing her whistle, gathering kids together. Hey, everyone, come listen to the police. Now, I don't really recommend that. They're a little too 80s for my taste. So it's kind of tough. It's a little dated, but there might be something for you if you listen to the police. So here we see the kids gather around. Now this is safe right here, sitting on the grass, cross-legged. This is what we want out of our kids. Docile, complacent, attention, no sign of life, just kind of listless. That's the safest kind of kid that you can have. Docile and listens. Oh, no. What? They're in the street. You can't put kids in the street. You can't let them walk across the street. You have to catapult them across the street so that there's no chance of them getting hit by a car. They might hit the sidewalk on the other side, but that's, when you think about the physics of velocity, it's much safer for a kid to land on pavement than to get hit by a car. You know this is true. Here we have Roscoe. He's coming up to tell the kids, and look, he's drumming a little bit. He's there. He's keeping time for the kids. And really, that's the best part of the police is the drummer. Stuart Copeland, awesome. Sting, not safe. Hurts. You can be allergic. Andy Summers could burn your skin. Very hot. Wear your SPF. Or better yet, just don't go outside in the middle of the day because it's pretty rough. So, how are we doing on time? We good? We're good? Okay. So we got a little bit more time. Now, whoa. Whew, sorry. Something just seemed a little out of phase there. Wow. Like, not deja vu, but like, sort of like parallel deja vu. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, here we go. Never get into a car without your parents' permission. Great advice. So, kids, if your parents are getting in the car, drive y'all to the grocery store to a restaurant, and they ask you to get in the car, but they don't say you may get in the car, do not get in the car with them. In fact, they may not realize you're not in the car and they'll drive away, go to the restaurant. That's good. It's safer at home, even if you're without your parents. Okay? So, just let them leave you alone, get back in the house, and do whatever you want. Go wild. The house is perfectly safe. It's a wonderland for kids. Electrical sockets, safe. They've got the little triggers now. Appliances, safe. Knives, as long as you've sharpened them, you're okay, because a sharp knife is much safer than a dull knife. So parents, sharpen your knives. Fine, your kids should be fine with it. And one last thing. You do see some kids getting ready to go home from school. Now, kids, if you're about to go home, you don't want to get in the bus, you don't have a bike, do not get in an unmarked van. Especially if that van has a compound miter saw in it. Ugh! There's that parallel deja vu coming back again. Folks, I don't know what's happening, but I'll figure it out. In the meantime, here comes Carrie Mello song with some music for you.
Hi, my name is Carrie Mello. Hope you guys are having a good night. Space City Chronicles. Carrie took 11 and he went away. Carrie took 11 and he hit the hay. Hit the hay, hit the hay, hit the hay, hit the hay. Now Carrie, that's me, spends all his time with science. And he sits in his room crying. And he just wishes for a hug. Pat, 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 pat on the back from his unrequited love. Love. Here he took 11 and went away. Here he took 11 and he hit the hay. Hit the hay, hit the hay, hit the hay, hit the hay. Now Karen, still me, spends all his days in books. Turn the page and he don't remember class he took. Oh, that's the bong sound. And he hallucinates bugs. Get him off of me. 'Cause he spends all his time on drugs. Drugs. Cause he spends all his time with interdimensional fairies. La 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 la. Yeah. They don't know just who he'll marry. Bum 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 bum. Will he find the real sweet bunny? And probably not. In a castle of money. Ah, 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 ah. Here it's 11 anyway. Here it's 11 and hit the hay, hit the hay, hit the hay, hit the hay, hit the hay. Ah, 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 ah. Thank you, 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 thank you. We get another song, guys? Does it go like that? Is that a brief song? Is everybody there? Is anyone alive? Okay, sounds good.
Okay, no, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, God. Must have gone down for a nap or something. I feel weird. I have no memory of the last approximately 9 minutes of my life. But still on the air. Okay, well, I made a mistake and I was gonna promote the upcoming Pot and Plot live release by reading out of Good Burger, but I brought This Is Getting Way Too Personal, which is my photo zine, which is also for sale. It's $2. Purchase from me, you know, you could Venmo the money, if you want to Venmo me the money right now, I'll just give you a copy when I see you again. Mailing out of state is fine. Out of country is also fine. Off planet is not possible. I'm not here to share cat stories. I'm here for something equally esoteric. Memory. Specifically, my memory. Everyone struggles with memory. It's common to all of us and intensely personal. It's the very basis of all subjectivity, for crying out loud. But mine is especially bad. Well, short-term memory is, anyway. I have ADHD, and as a result of my executive functions don't function. Therefore, things like names, dates, events, even where I am and who I'm talking to can and do disappear from my mind almost immediately. I'm no longer upset by this fact. It simply is. I don't really care if you like it, but at the very least I can say something. Everything contained in this scene is demonstratively and constructively entirely from memory. I do work right, so there. There's a picture of a dead squirrel on the cover. Just dead squirrel. Alright. So I'm going to skip that page. Alright, so junior year of high school, I got really into Jackson Pollock. Because my art history teacher showed me a documentary. And it produced some artwork. That was a mess. I also played bass in a noise band that I made up. And my mom hated everything I did. So this is an essay from that time. I made this after my mom yelled at me for playing bass too loud in the house. And that is the unvarnished truth. My brother, who hates art, said I messed up with the newspaper. This is also the unaltered truth. What is false in this story is that I am in any way less than perfect in my artistic endeavors. JK, I just made a mess because I was mad at my mom. I was a little growing up. So were you. My dad made me throw this away months later, but for some time it occupied the floor of our back room. Visitors to the house never failed to shoot a concerned look to either one of my parents after they saw it. Some people don't just get fine art. Okay, so one last thing before I go. Let's keep it short. This is a picture. I did an exquisite corpse at the back where I put a duck on top of a squirrel. It's not really an exquisite corpse, but it's two exquisite corpses laying on top of one another because they were both dead at the time of shooting. This is an art history part. This is next to it is a picture of myself I took as a junior in high school, and it's titled "Rejected Exquisite Corpse Portrait" because I didn't make the cut of my own project. I made exquisite corpses. It's not really a monologue. It's just what's in the last page. So. I guess. Oh, one last thing on the back. I wrote everything by Compound Miter Saw. Compound Miter Saw. That's what I put. That was some nap. Oh, jeez. I didn't even see it coming, and all of a sudden, there I went. But I'm back now, ready to continue with the show. All right, welcome back to Space City Chronicles. My name is Ryan. Still here with you today. Feel free to call in at 713-807-1794. Weirdly enough, I got a text from John that was time-stamped at 9:50 that said, I'm 5 minutes away. And I just got it just now at 8:28, even though I had connection the whole time. Don't know what that's about. Kind of weird. But we soldier on. So, John did leave us with a zine of his that he wrote. In fact, it says right here that he did so. So I'm going to read this zine, or at least parts of it. Here we go. I don't really care if you like it. Nope, that sounds like John. But at the very least, I can say everything contained in this zine is true and constructed entirely from memory. Oh, I'm sorry. I did a little artistic interpretation there. Let's try it again. I don't really care if you like it, but at the very least, I can say everything contained in this Xenostruv and constructs entirety from memory.
I think that's more true to the original vision. Say, without these glasses, I feel kind of like a governor. But with these glasses, I feel kind of like a smart guy presidential candidate. What do you think? Part-time, maybe I could even run the EPA for a little while? Yeah? I feel like these are EPA glasses. Well, like 8 months of EPA, anyway. Yeah, I think we'll keep them on. I like them. Alright, what else we got? Cool dog. That's cool dog. Yeah, it's cool dog. Here we go. My parents never sent me to art school. Here's some art. Well, I feel like they made the right call there. Because if they sent him to art school, he probably wouldn't have made that art. And then we wouldn't have that art. Right? And if you do something that makes you make different art, but that original art was cool, is that a good thing to do? I don't know. Question for another day. I made this after my mom tealed at me for playing ass too loud in the house. And that is the unvarnished heated truth. My borther hates art. Safe if I messed up with the newspaper. This is also the unaltered truth. What is false in this story is that am in any way less than perfect in my artistic endeavors. J/K. I just made a mess because I was mad at my mock. I think we all relate to that. I was a little hit growing up. So were you. My dad made me throw this away months later, but for some time it occupied the floor of our back room. Visitors to the house never failed to shoot a concerned look to either one of my parents. Some people just don't get fine art. Some people just don't get fine art. Tell you who does get fine art, though. People who learn how to use the compound miter saw and carry Milo saw.
If there could be another way to tell you how I feel, I put it in a giant box and send it through the mail. Things are gone, time is lost. It's hard to find friends we ought. There's nothing more for us to watch on TV. On TV. On TV. On TV. If there could be another way to show you who I am, I'd build a world empire and crash it in the sand. Things are gone, time is lost. It's hard to fine, friends we are. There's nothing more for us to watch on TV. On TV. On TV. On TV. If there could be another way to tell you how I feel, I put it in a giant box and send it through the mail. Things are gone, time is lost. It's hard to find friends we ought. There's nothing more for us to watch on TV. On TV. On TV. On TV. Things are gone, time is lost. It's hard to find friends we ought. There's nothing more for us to watch on TV. On TV. On TV. On TV. My name is Carrie Menelsong. You are listening to the music of my band Satin Hooks. I'll do something from Fabergé a little later. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on Space City Chronicles.
Why? What? My head is pounding and I'm what? I'll stop screaming with the headache. Oh my god. This was what? Who turned on the beast? I turned it off and I rewound it. It's only been 5 minutes? Ed, what time is it? Really? No, I believe you. I'm sorry. I must have done something, eaten something this weekend. It's made me lose. Oh, wait a second. Ed! We're caught in a time warp. Hold on. I got it. Turn off the green screen. I can't get, when the green screen's on, I can't get to the wires. Thank you. Okay. Let me put on my glasses. All right. Ugh. All right. Oh my God, it's a mess. It is a mess back here. Who moved these wires? I spent one whole week. I lost a weekend. Oh, God, stupid. All right.
Did you
no, I got it.
Turn it on again.
Don't turn it on. Don't turn it on. All right. All right. Now try it.
Did that work?
No, don't do that. Okay, that worked. Now turn on the green screen. Okay, that's just a normal set now. Yeah, okay. Ryan? What? It worked. Yeah, there. Yeah, what do you mean not yet? There you are. Come here. Oh, God! I should. Whoa! Oh, gosh.
Whoa.
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 Hey.
What time is it?
I don't actually. You have a watch. I don't think we should really trust it. I don't think we can trust it. Hey,
Wait, were you here the whole time?
Tricky.
Wait.
Tricky, because you said time. And funny you should ask. That's actually kind of what brought us here. Someone was messing around back there.
And
In the space station that we've been on this whole time.
Oh.
And, we messed with our relativity.
the time warp problem.
Yeah, someone, you know that switch that says time warp? That we always duct tape down and say do not, there's like all those signs.
Did
that say,
somebody hit the time warp switch?
Someone hit the time warp switch.
Ah.
So you started...
Wait. Does that mean we did the same segments? Because I did segment 1 and I did segment 2. Did you do those?
I did those.
Oh, guys, folks, we're sorry. We didn't mean to repeat segments. It was a time warp. You gotta believe us.
Yeah, time warp, not a time
It
waste.
just happened. Yeah, I mean, I hope you got something out of it because I don't think John and I would do the same segment the same way.
You know, I gotta say, I probably... if you could tell us how this went, we're also trying to see how far in effect the time warp, because we don't know if this affected us just locally.
Or if you had a time warp at home.
Yeah, call in
like the solar radiation.
713-807-1794. I guess we can kind of go...
Well, it's okay. So it's like it's 8:45. No, 8:41 right now.
Okay. So we only lost about 2/3 of the show.
That's okay. We still got.
We wasted more time.
I got two.
with less.
We got 2 musical performances with Carrie. Did you get any?
I didn't get to hear them at all.
Okay, great.
So
So
I'm
I think the audience heard unique songs. They didn't hear repetition. I guess it's time in the show to do an interview. Shall we make some room?
Yeah. Let's. Before we interview,
Yeah.
did you
What?
did you read out of this? This was not.
Yeah, it was on the. It was on the list
so-
of things to do, and you were here, and I thought you were running
so-
late or dead, so I just kind of.
Okay, I wasn't dead.
Oh,
Why would you jump to dead?
Well,
You jumped.
not here, didn't answer the phone. You know.
I do that a lot. I just didn't want to talk to you.
That's true.
But this was actually the wrong zine. This was supposed to be Good Burger.
Oh.
So, did you read out of it?
I did.
You guys,
Okay.
I'm lost. I was in the dressing room getting this for you. What time is it?
Oh, it's time for that. I think that the time for that was actually like 40 minutes ago, but
Oh.
sorry, our time warp.
No, we need to. If we want
Yeah,
to interview
let's go.
Carrie, we got to sit down.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
We have it's
Time warp.
Someone
Somebody
hit the time warp switch.
Oh, did you fix it?
Yeah, I just turned it back to
We
off.
just turned it back to off.
No, I did.
No, I did.
Did you do
Did
it?
you do it?
Wait.
I think I tripped it earlier. Sorry.
Hold on, let me check the time warp switch.
No, you're just messing around.
Oh, you got me.
All right, yeah, Erica, thank
Okay.
you. No, I'll take that. We'll get it set up. Okay, yeah, you're great. Oh no, don't worry. That happens. Ryan set it off a few times. I've set it off a few times. It's all good. We gotta have the little table. Hey, you know what? I remember you brought out the little table and said y'all need this little table. Just post it right here.
I'm just gonna lay.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, get some rest. We've all been through some lurches.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a trip.
713-807-1794. Call us up. If you got time sickness, I guess we can listen to that. Hey, Brian, what do you think of these new glasses? Yay or nay? Nay,
Yay.
right? Nay? Yay?
Yeah, they got a little bit of.
Okay.
There's even some presidential aspirations I'm getting from you when you wear these glasses.
I just feel like I gotta squint while I'm wearing them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they look good on you, though. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I really want to talk to our musical guest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Well,
I
well, we didn't get the banter out. Like, I bantered with myself because you weren't here.
Oh, you did that too?
Yeah. Did you
hell
do it?
yeah!
Yes.
Banter, self-banter. We're
But
the best at it.
should we banter with each other while we're waiting?
Yeah, let's banter.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
This is all right. We got a banter. All right, the weekend was good. I really enjoyed performing stand-up with you on Saturday.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And it was like, we were performing as a duo act, even though we had our own jokes.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that was really fun.
it was fun playing off you, and I think everyone else actually enjoyed themselves as opposed to when we did Smoking Bonafide, where some people enjoyed themselves and other people didn't.
And they were terrified of us eating the lemons and us throwing the lemons and us shouting.
Yeah, I think it totally freaked with people's minds.
Yeah, but I think at least one person enjoyed it.
I don't know. Angel loved it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was his show. I'm glad he did. He invited us. He loved it.
I think he did. I don't know. Angel, if you're out there watching, 713-807-1794, call. Let us know what you thought of us. Did we ruin your show? Did we not? Hey, if you are interested, Ryan and I are available to come ruin your show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, hey, Carrie.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's going well. Thanks for
What's
coming.
up? Yeah,
All
thanks
right.
for having me.
Yeah, thanks for putting up with the time warp.
It's okay, man. It's cold in Houston. That stuff happens.
I know, man. Yeah, you're right. Just a cold snap, everything gets screwed up. I get you, man. But that was all right. Unfortunately, I missed your set. But Ryan, why don't you switch places with me?
Sure.
So you actually heard more of the music. I'll sort of tag along in the interview.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, before we get into the details of your performances, some of which I'd really like to discuss. For the audience at home, how would you describe your music and your art?
Well, I try to I cut it into nice little piles. You know what I mean? Like I have a rock band called Satin Hooks, and that's like pop songs and obvious stuff. And then I perform solo. I do pretty family friendly kind of music.
Yeah.
For a wide audience. Like rock is a wide audience too. But then I do this project called Fabergé, and in that group I get to be like this weird. It's like the R&D for all my other music. And
Yeah.
it's really bizarre. I'll do that at the end of the show.
Oh, fantastic! Can't wait to hear it. You know, in the first song that you performed this evening, I detected a pretty interesting mix of different musical influences. Like it seemed like it was a cohesive vision, but there was like little flares from different styles that you kind of peppered in there. Would you consider that to be like part of your songcraft, or is it that like that one song kind of features those?
No. I do that in a lot of songs where I'll try to, especially, I don't want to break it all the way down so people can easily copy it.
Oh, I mean, for the layperson at home, I'd love to just explain the entirety of music theory to them if you got the time. But if you don't understand,
well, no, I hide things in there. I put like familiar stuff that people they react to, they respond to, things you've heard all your life. You know,
Yeah.
like the "Here Comes the Bride" riff when they talk about marriage.
Of
in
course.
the song, you know, like.
perfect fourth, music theory nerds. Continue.
I just hide things in there. I think when I say I spend all my day with science and Carrie took 11, that's the first song. It's kind of country, kind of rock, kind of weird. What am I saying?
Your
travel shit. Excuse me.
Time warp switch. Time warp switch.
When the time warp flip
Yeah,
goes,
thank
everyone's brain goes, and
Everyone's brain goes.
Just like what I'm saying,
yeah.
right? No,
John.
but, Carrie, like just in terms of like your songcraft, like actually when we sit down to write your lyrics, like I notice you take a very you have a really strongly defined sense of voice of like, this is who I am for this song, and this is where it's going.
Right.
And I'm wondering, like you mentioned on the podcast that you do a lot of busking, and I was wondering, do you write songs as you busk? Like,
Yeah, sometimes. And some of my gigs, like if I have to play, I won't take a 15-minute break at a 2-hour gig. You know, I'll just play through, but I'll improvise 2 songs. Like one, if I'm playing 2 hours, you'll get one improvised song an hour, just because that's something I do. I don't know. I won't say I'm a master improviser, but I spend a lot of my time like improvising, and that's kind of how my songwriting got really good. I figured out how to write like 20-30 songs a night, you know, and then at the end of the week pick out the 5 that are worth listening to for a long time, and then I'll get sick of those, and a month later I'm like the one or 2 songs will emerge that sound like they should be on an album or on a radio or something exciting like that.
yeah, learning to trust yourself, and then just sort of allowing yourself the opportunity to make something that is not perfect, because you got to set it against other stuff, and like what you never know when you can create something. It's not so great. Put it aside. Come back to it.
Well,
like,
that's good and all, but I did that too much. I have this band called Satin Hooks, and there are literally maybe 3 iterations of the band, like, and we went in the studio 3 times over. Like,
okay, yeah, in a
long
studio
period of
setting,
time.
not good.
Yeah. Well, no, it's great. It sounds amazing, but I found out after 10 years of making one record that I'm a bit of a perfectionist and a madman. So I just have to put some flawed things out and some things that aren't quite cooked. But the songs that I'm writing now, it's all songcraft. Like, that's what I think I do well. I'm not like the best singer. I'm not like
some ultra virtuoso guitar player. The busking on the street's interesting. You mentioned that because it's so easy to gauge what songs work in front of like 4,000 or 5,000 people. You know, that you can see like children dance, people stop, they'll stop and listen. Like, oh, he said that. You know, and I know it works because the general public reacts, rather than going into a club and promoting a show and getting all your friends in the music scene that come see you. It's fake, you know. Like, we have great bands from Houston with terrible songs who are climbing on out of Houston, and I'm not really talking trash. They're great people. Everybody who's doing something right now, I love them because they're doing something.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people are like great friends of mine, but I really worked on my songs. Like, that was where my focus is, and I think that'll be more powerful than a great performance or like a super tight band.
Absolutely, and it's good to hear. Kind of ties into what you said a few minutes ago. You write so many songs, like maybe even a day, and then the whole week you got more songs,
right.
And then like one or two makes it out of that whole cycle.
Right.
And so there are bands who spend like a year working on 10 songs, and they just keep honing and refining those 10 songs. But I think a lot of people at home, are aspiring artists, would be surprised to hear how much gets thrown out if for the sake of creating something new and just moving on, because you got to know when to cut and run, and you got to just keep creating, and not everything you create is going to be spectacular, and that's okay.
Actually, most of what you create is not going to be spectacular.
Well,
This is very true. Yeah.
Like, most of what what doesn't make it onto this show.
I have a feeling.
I can't imagine that.
I have a feeling that Steely Dan never wrote a bad song. Now, they may not have written enough great songs for most people, but I don't think Steely Dan ever wrote a bad song.
Did you see their process where they would literally record the same songs like 4 or 5 times with 4 or 5 completely different, otherworldly, amazing, stellar musicians, like these studio musicians?
Yeah.
And they were sitting down on some making of the whatever Peg. That's a song, but whatever album that's on. They were playing with Peg, and they're pulling in all these guitar solos and stuff that are still on the tape. Like, there's a completely different band hidden in the multi-tracks.
Yeah.
That they just like, oh, mute. We don't, that guitar solo is no good. Boom. And they still have all that. It's nuts. I think that's crazy.
It is nuts.
That's how you record. That's how you make something great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's turn the tables on this. Do you have any questions for us before we get ready for your final performance?
Why do we always get off the hook? We never get inquired about.
So,
Grill us.
Why did you guys start doing Space City Chronicles in the first place? What's this about?
Yo. So, we started doing the show because we were bored. I did not have a job. Ed wanted to make a show. We got inspired by Chris Gethard in New York. Shout out, Chris. Chris, if you're watching, 713-807-1794. I don't know if I would be able to keep talking if you called in. But anyway. So all of those things came into play. Ryan is an old childhood friend of Ed's and is now a very good, close friend of mine. And we wanted to make a show that was like really... I grew up watching Public Houston Media Source and Prime Time with Rob Zip. Shout out to Prime Time with Rob Zip! Rob Zip, if you're out there, I want you on the show before we leave. You're my idol. Anyway, Rob Zip inspired me a lot, and like we didn't want to do anything that wouldn't be... We wanted to make a show that was us doing silly stuff, weird stuff, and then a band. Like, because Houston did not have a show with weird stuff, silly stuff, and bands.
It's true.
And Houston Media Source is a great resource to just put out whatever you want.
It is, and now we've had nigh upon 4 years of funny stuff, weird stuff, and bands. We've had some absolute legends of Houston music on the show.
Who write excellent songs, and we would love to have again.
Absolutely.
Hey, we love you all. Some of you. A couple of them later became... but
I mean, that's people. But
that's people.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I was kind of along for the ride. They called me up, and they're like, hey, you want to make a TV show with us? And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, look at all this, like, hours and hours of planning we've already done. And... it just kept changing so much because the crew kept changing. The things that we learned changed what we did. That week to week for 4 years, it just always seemed a little different, and there's always something new to do. So the reason for me to keep going with it was because there was just more discovery to be made by the process of doing. and also hanging out with awesome people, hearing awesome music. Like, that never changed. But, you know, learning about us and ourselves in the creative process and putting something out there was always interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got about
One more. We got time for one
one
more
more
question,
question,
Carrie.
and then we'll close out with a final performance.
shout out to Jessica Lake, my lady, my son Levi. He's 3 months old.
Oh,
Hey,
great.
shout out
My mom
Levi!
and
Your dad is awesome. I'd like to quick plug. 2 weeks from now at PJ Sports Bar, I will be appearing. No, I will not be appearing. Razzmatazz, my friend Razzmatazz, will be appearing. Who looks exactly like me and sounds exactly like me. We'll be reading from God Bless You, Mr. Goodburger, which will be for sale $5. But if you caught this episode of the show and you come up and you give me the secret signal, which is hum nom nom, I love my Goodburger, I'll give you a free autographed copy and you'll still give me $5. No, I'm just kidding. You won't give me $5, but I will sign it for you.
How's that?
All right, Carrie.
That's amazing. Yeah.
We're ready. Oh, Ryan, do you have anything to plug?
Nope.
I have
Okay.
a show on May 17th at Acadia. My band
Fantastic.
Satin Hooks.
Oh,
Look
fantastic.
it up.
Satin Hooks will be playing at Acadia Bar and Grill.
Fun venue, friendly people, cheap drinks.
It's true. All that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great sounding room too. It's like a real venue.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of those in the Loop. We have a lot of 100 capacity rooms where someone threw a
Yeah,
PA
so-
in it.
Absolutely. Real specialized venue, professional, been there for a while, played there before. It's great. So if you'd like, there's that show.
All right. Well, Carrie, you got one more question for us before we send you off to playing one more song?
What are you gonna do with all this stuff? Is it all gonna pop up on YouTube? Is it gonna go on?
Yeah, we're gonna finally release our massive back. We're gonna take some time
A
to
lot
release
of
our
it
massive
is.
backlog. We have a massive backlog
Yeah.
of unreleased material.
There's a lot of material on there, and there's still way too much to put on.
Because we've
Okay.
done this every week for 4 years. So
Yeah.
we've got backed up. We all have lives, and we're getting it up. We're gonna put it on YouTube, and then we're just gonna let it grow and spread the word like it's footage that we don't ever want to see go away. So we'll just let the legend of the show grow, and maybe we'll come back to it if people really want it. But for right now, I've got other stuff I want to do.
Live shows.
What are you gonna do?
I want to
Films,
have a
pre-film
life
shows.
where I,
Living life.
just like on a Monday night,
Eating banh mi.
kind of go to bed at like a reasonable
Sleep.
hour.
Who does that? What?
Reading books.
You're a creative person.
I'm-
Listen, people. If you're creative out there,
Yeah, I'm not
you
gonna
need
stop.
to
This is gonna be a.
not do anything except for create things until you hit the.
I want to do
societal
more live
wall.
shows is what it comes
Yeah,
down
live
to. I want to
shows
do a
is
lot
gonna
more
be
live
big,
shows.
yeah.
I want to
Okay.
do this but live. I want to put more time and energy into let's get a band in like a weird location and make them sound good.
People will come. People won't sit down on their computer or TV at 8 on a Monday night, but they'll probably head out to the local hangout to have some drinks and watch you do the same thing, but on stage.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
And our
there's
show-
a scene for that. We know there's a scene for this,
But
we don't hear from those people.
Anyway,
So,
Carrie,
Yeah.
I'm super
Thank you
excited
so
to finally
much.
hear one of your
Thank you again.
songs.
Well, this won't be so much of a song as you guys hearing a new song that doesn't exist.
fantastic.
Woo! Yeah, new song that
song.
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
New song that doesn't exist. 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 New song that doesn't exist.
Got nothing over there. Oh, I hear. I know what's going on. It's weird. So we'll all have to. I was draining. I was draining. I was draining. I was draining. Of you.
realized right now that I have the monitor going out to what I need to hear. So I thought I'd tell you all the story. Just for one thing, let's see what we have. We could go back. Infinity, insanity has to take your main turn. Take me backwards. Take me into the I was flooded in time. I'm singing the bag, so you think about everything. Listening to Fabergé, listening to Fabergé, listening to Fabergé, listening to Fabergé, listening to Fabergé. Chant, everybody. Fabergé, 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 Fabergé. That's enough of that silliness.